All right, welcome back to the Superdome. Our coverage of Saints preseason 2016 continues, and joining us, special guest quarterback Drew Brees. And Drew, a lot of people were surprised this week when the team decided to have you play in this game, but we just talked to Sean Payton, and he said the real motivation was to create an edge, and I'm sure you agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it created a different mindset, I think, just for the whole week, and really it was a very competitive week of practice. Ones versus ones, put us in a lot of different situations. And just made it highly competitive where, defense is kind of throwing the kitchen sink at us. We're doing the same thing. And so I think it just, again, creating that edge, that mindset going into this game. Listen, we knew that we weren't playing a whole lot in this game, and yet, just to strap the pads on and know that you're going to go out there and play for a period of time, you want to do your best, and you want there to be results.
Some positives on that drive, the completion of Willie Snead. I thought the running game showed signs of life, so you can take something from the one drive.
Yeah. We got points, and then it was a quick exit for a lot of us. But listen, you play through the preseason, get through training camp. Obviously, we've been going at it now for a while and put a lot of work in, and there's still a lot of work ahead of us. But now is when the fun really starts because you start playing for keeps.
Looking at your stats in your Saints career, and I'm not a big fan of preseason stats, but I have a point here. One touchdown pass this preseason, but you didn't have any in 06. You didn't have any in 2011. You made the playoffs both years. Are these playoff stats, these preseason stats, a lot of this stuff's overblown, or what's your whole take on numbers in the preseason at all?
I mean, obviously, it doesn't mean a whole lot statistically. And even, listen, wins and losses. I mean, yes, you want to win every game, but you're playing with a lot of different guys, and in most cases, you're keeping things very, very simple. So I think at the end of the day, it's an evaluation time, right? It's an evaluating your team, it's evaluating personnel, and it's trying to get the right 53 for the regular season. And I feel like we've had a good process of getting to that point.
Regular season right around the corner. What's your biggest concern with this offense right now heading into that first game?
I don't know if there's a big concern. I'm excited. I'm really excited to get out there and actually play the regular season, play in a full game, kind of put it all together. There's so many situations that come together throughout the course of a game that you don't always get to experience in the preseason. There's just too many situations, and I feel like we've prepared ourselves for the regular season so much here over the last 5-6 weeks, and like I said, we're gonna get our roster together, and that's gonna be the group that's gonna hopefully go make something happen this year.
The running game has so much potential. I talked to C.J. Spiller this week. Seems so much more comfortable. I know Mark Ingram feels good about his season coming up. With the offensive line coming together, this running game I know is going to be so important for you, obviously. What potential do you see in it this year?
Listen, I like our backs. I mean, we've got a lot of really versatile backs that can do a lot of things, both in the run game, pass game. We got that young wideout core that's just hungry. Excited to continue to progress forward with Kobe Fleener. I feel like the last 2 weeks have been instrumental for us, and so just keep grinding away here. And again, you just once you begin to build a game plan, then you can really start to fine tune and put guys in their best positions to succeed, and then hopefully get wins that breed confidence and even more success and more wins, and then you just it becomes a snowball effect. It's good.
We've talked about the preseason, and maybe sometimes it's overblown, but for a young football team not to taste victory in the preseason, is that a big deal, or can you talk about the significance of that at all?
No. I mean, it's really I really don't think it's a big deal. Again, we came in with a mission of what we wanted to get accomplished, and there's just so many phases to the game. It's this group's going in, and then this group's going in, and then this group's going in, and even though the combination of all those things didn't result in wins, it's not like you were game planning you were just trying to work on execution and work on maybe just fitting guys into certain roles and finding out more about players so that you could find the right 53.
This is your 11th season coming up with the New Orleans Saints. You have a feel for your football team a little bit, I guess, in your previous 10. Do you have a feel for this football team at all compared to your previous seasons?
I like this team, but only time will tell. I think it's important to get off to a fast start. I think the times where we've been really good around here, that's what we've been able to do. So that's the plan.
Well, good luck this season. We'll see you in the season opener coming up against the Oakland Raiders. I appreciate your time.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, Drew Brees here in the Superdome. We're not done here in the show yet. Coming up next, our quote of the day, and it comes from the head coach, Sean Payton.